Tourist arrested for visiting forbidden Indian island. This is breakingnewsenglish.com. Indian police have arrested an American tourist for allegedly travelling to a remote island to visit one of the world's most isolated tribes. The island, North Sentinel, is part of the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago in the Bay of Bengal, around 1,200 kilometres east of the Indian subcontinent. It is approximately 60 square kilometres in size. North Sentinel is a protected area and home to the Sentinelese people, an indigenous tribe who have fiercely defended their isolation from the outside world. The tourist made the prohibited journey to the island. He did not make contact with the islanders, but he did leave a can of Diet Coke and a coconut. He could face up to 5 years in prison. The Indian government has barred outsiders from visiting North Sentinel Island. This is to protect the unique Sentinelese way of life. It is also to shield the inhabitants from modern illnesses. A spokeswoman for a non-profit group that protects isolated tribes said, "It's very well known that uncontacted peoples have no immunity to common outside diseases like flu or measles, which could completely wipe them out." Survival International said the Sentinelese are the most isolated indigenous people in the world. In the past few decades, the islanders have killed several people who have attempted to visit the island. The recently arrested tourist described himself as a thrill seeker. Fog harvesting could provide water for dry cities. This is breakingnewsenglish.com. Many regions in the world have very little rain. It is a daily challenge for people to get water. Scientists have found a new way that could help some of the driest towns and cities in the world. Capturing water from fog could provide drinking water to millions of people. Researchers in Chile have been studying how fog harvesting could help to collect water. Fog harvesting is a simple process. Water from fog is collected on large mesh screens that are hung between poles. When fog and clouds pass through the screens, droplets of water stick to the mesh. This water then drips into pipes below the screens and ends up in storage tanks. It is a cheap and easy way of collecting water in dry areas. The researchers are from the Universidad Mayor, a private university in the capital city, Santiago. They have been testing fog harvesting in the desert town of Alto Hospicio. The town gets an average of less than 5 millimeters of rainfall a year. Many people who live there get their drinking water delivered by truck. Researcher Dr. Virginia Carter Gambarini said fog harvesting could bring a new era to the town. She said her research represents a notable shift in the perception of fog water use, from a rural, rather small-scale solution to a practical water resource for cities. She added, "Water from the clouds could enhance our city's resilience to climate change while improving access to clean water."
"18-kilometer-wide diamond layer on Mercury," says study. This is breakingnewsenglish.com. Iconic American movie star Marilyn Monroe once famously sang, "Diamonds are a girl's best friend." Scientists from the University of Liege in Belgium believe they have unearthed a gargantuan amount of these precious stones. There could be an 18-kilometer-wide layer of the gems beneath the crust of the planet Mercury. Our nearest planetary neighbor could quite literally be a celestial jewel. Researchers tested how Mercury formed approximately 4.5 billion years ago. The planet evolved from a gyrating cloud of cosmic dust and gas. Over millions of years, the dust was compressed into graphite, which is chemically identical to diamond. Both are solid forms of the element carbon. It is unlikely Mercury's diamonds could ever be mined as they are about 500 kilometers below the surface. Researchers used a machine called an anvil press to simulate the conditions under which Mercury was formed. The press is used to make synthetic diamonds. Researchers mixed elements inside a graphite capsule. These included silicon, magnesium, and aluminium. The capsule was subjected to pressure 70,000 times greater than that on Earth. It was heated to temperatures of 2,000 degrees Celsius. The lead researcher speculated about the diamonds on Mercury. He said, "Diamonds are made of carbon only, so they should be similar to what we know on Earth. They would resemble pure diamonds." Scientists believe there are a quadrillion tons of diamonds beneath the Earth's surface. Experts say the value of these hidden gems is pretty much incalculable. Thank you for listening to BreakingNewsEnglish.com.
Past 12 months break extreme heat records. This is BreakingNewsEnglish.com. The world has experienced its hottest year since records began. A report from the Copernicus Climate Change Service said every month in the past 12 months broke temperature records. Every month was more than 1.5 degrees Celsius warmer than pre-industrial averages. The industrial period started in the mid-19th century. This is when we started to burn fossil fuels on a large scale. Researcher Carlo Buontempo, director of Copernicus, said the results of the report show a large and continuing shift in climate change. He warned, "We are bound to see new records being broken as the climate continues to warm. This is inevitable unless we stop putting greenhouse gases into the atmosphere and the oceans." Extreme heat has hit countries across the planet this year. Scientists say we are at the beginning of an era that will see more heat-related disasters. In the past year, Earth was 1.64 degrees C hotter than in pre-industrial times. Extreme temperatures are being seen all across California in the USA. In Death Valley, the mercury hit 53.9 degrees Celsius earlier this week. Meanwhile, Las Vegas broke its all-time heat record. The temperature there reached a scorching 48.9 degrees C. In the past year, countries have recorded extreme heat across all continents. This has caused wildfires, drought, and death. In Saudi Arabia last month, over 1,000 people collapsed and died on a pilgrimage to Mecca. Climate scientist Aditi Mukherjee said this showed Earth is in crisis.